Okay, we are live, so welcome to another town hall. And I'm here with a few others. I'm Jeremy Simon. I've got Sarah Gilbard, the e-NABLE coordinator here, as well as a couple of other guests. Melvin, we know you. I think Casimir, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is new to me. Are you a new member, or do I just not know you yet? Maybe you're not, maybe Casimir isn't able to talk right now. We'll maybe get an introduction later. So on we go. Sarah was kind enough to gather quite a few posts from the hub that we'd like to look at and make sure that we've responded adequately to. And John Schull wasn't able to join today. I'm a little bit out of the loop on some of the goings on, and so I'm going to do my best here. We'll certainly go through the hub posts, but we have a message from a new member having issues with mic. No problem. I hope you get the mic and camera working, but either way, it's good to have you here. I will just mention that just so that you kind of have a little bit of an orientation here, these town hall meetings are a little bit more sort of administrative in nature. We kind of try to talk about big picture issues and figure out ways that we can help support the community better. We answer questions that people might post in the hub, make sure that they've gotten the necessary attention, maybe try to connect them with resources. And so this is a little bit more of an operational kind of a meeting, and anyone is welcome to join, including new members. But I will say that we have a separate meeting that we refer to as our new member meetup, which is also the educational meetup. But that is led by Ian Roy, and I'm just going to pop into the calendar here because I don't remember when the next one is. It looks like it's on the 26th, which is a Wednesday, assuming that's accurate. Um, so check the calendar in the hub, but as a new member, I think you'd benefit greatly from popping in on that new members meetup when it comes up. And that's all about helping you to get started, helping to figure out where you're interested in focusing, get you plugged into the right places, etc. But in any case, welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to share my screen. I have some notes here. Let me just organize my windows a bit. Okay. So we will go through these hub posts. As you can see, there's quite a few, and some of these might have already been addressed, so I'll move as quickly as I can. Gabriel is a technology instructor and innovation space coordinator at a college prep in Chicago. Very nice. They serve underprivileged neighborhoods, et cetera. Charge of the makerspace, looking to incorporate e-NABLE. Wonderful. The e-NABLE program really fits wonderfully into educational curriculums and especially maker spaces. So there's a great fit there. Rosna is coming to Chicago soon and would like to meet up. Gary is with a high school in Denver and also has a makerspace getting started with e-NABLE. So yeah, I think I would love to connect them with some resources, and this is where, if possible, I could use your help, Sarah. Because I don't know that I'll have time to come back in here and post, but I want to make sure that they are aware of our curriculum materials, which are, if we go to the link list here in the sidebar on the hub in the main forum, the link list has a bunch of useful links, and the very first one in the list is the education space. And if you go there, it's a wonderful collection of open source educational materials built around the e-NABLE program and divided into groups by grade level. And all of these materials are editable and usable, open source, and I think you'll find a really good start here. So those are all available free of charge, open source. And let's see, I think there were some other things in here. Um, I can't remember where it is. I want to say it might be in the print materials or it might be in documents and templates. Somewhere in here we have a printable um, sort of a placemat that has a diagram, a blowout diagram of the Phoenix hand and step-by-step assembly instructions. I'm not going to spend time trying to find it now, but Sarah, if we can locate those, I'd love to share links to that with them as well. I think, in fact, if we go to the Phoenix page in the devices, And we go to the Phoenix V3. I think that's where it's linked to down here, assembly materials kit, and then where is it? Instructions here, printable placemats for left hand and right hand. So these can
Um,
be,
can you just put a link to that in the chat and I will drop it in the comments for them?
sure, sure.
I already sent them the education
Oh, you did?
resources.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, good. Um, just say, get back to that post. Check out the printable placemats for the Phoenix hand found here. Scroll down to the links section. Okay, and yeah, basically, I think between the educational resources that Sarah already linked to and those printable placemats, get yourself some kits if you want to, which are linked also on the Phoenix page. And usually we just kind of organize it. You know, you can set up kids in tables in small groups, give a kit to each one, let them work together on assembling these, and it's really a great and rewarding program. I think that'll give you everything you need to get started. But if you need any other support, post again. All right, so let's see what the next one is here. Peter in Uganda. Join us in restoring hope, support prosthetic assessments and fitments in Uganda. So it looks like they have, he says they have over 700 Ugandans who've lost their arms. Okay, I'm trying to see what the call to action is here. So they're asking for donations, refer a friend, and join the movement and volunteer. Looks like they have
Um,
a GoFundMe.
John has been following up with them and that was more if he had an update, but
Okay.
he's not here, so.
Sounds good. So we'll get an update from John next time, but there is a GoFundMe here if you'd like to support their work. There's a separate funding effort going on for them. Next one is Rian, also in Uganda. And this one says that there are 800 individuals. So there's a lot of people there needing help is the point. And I don't know if this is the same GoFundMe. Let's see, EB8. I'm curious if this is the same one or if they have two different GoFundMe. No, that's different. So they have two GoFundMes going. Apparently multiple people working on the situation in Uganda, and we'll talk to John about that when he's back next time. Julie, e-NABLE Greece, have a request from a parent who wants to create a helmet for his deaf daughter so the cochlear implants that she wears can be protected in case of a fall. Well, that's a new one, and that looks very interesting. She's wearing this kind of implant. There's a link. Father wants something like this. I imagine that's what we were seeing there. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so that's what they're looking for. Our concerns with that kind of helmet using typical FDM materials could be potentially dangerous for the girl since they can break easily in case of a fall, and they're strong enough to create damage to the head. I'm guessing the use of foam is not suitable around the ear since it won't allow the sound to pass through. Well, I don't know about that. You could arrange it in such a way that there is foam padding, but that there's openings for sound to pass through. Um, there's a suggestion, an idea, and I'm curious what this video is. Jiu-Jitsu fighter. Okay, so this is for a Jiu-Jitsu fighter.
This three new adjective. Understand what is so special about this helmet. You have to pay.
So I
Three
can tell
lucky
just
helmet.
by looking at it in the texture of the print tells me that this was probably printed with an SLS machine. Those are very high-end, expensive machines because it has that kind of matte, powdery coated finish. That's not to say that you couldn't do something like this with an FDM 3D printer. It really comes down to material choice in this case, I think. I could see doing something like this out of a TPU material, maybe, or something other with a little bit of flexibility to it. And that way you'd have something really strong, but also impact resistant. I could also see nylon being used for something like this, or even a nylon carbon fiber or something like that would be quite strong and very unlikely to break. So I think there are options. I hear somebody talking about VarioShore TPU. Just sorry, that's my dog. I hear somebody talking about VarioShore TPU, and that's an excellent idea. This is a TPU material that has an active foaming agent so that when you print it at a higher temperature, it actually foams as it's printing. So you end up with a very lightweight part, sort of like the foamy part of a a tennis shoe, like in the insole, it ends up being like that. So I agree that would be a wonderful material for this project because it would be lightweight and comfortable, but also very impact resistant. So I think people are on the right track here. It's really a matter of coming up with a printable design, which is a challenge, but with proper orientation and supports, I think this is very achievable. Um, I think this is one though that we have to just kind of leave for the community to, hopefully others will get plugged in here and somebody's going to be willing to take on the CAD design and prototyping efforts. This is going to require some effort, but it is doable, definitely. I think they're on the right track here. Anybody else have anything, any other thoughts or anything to add here?
I was thinking, Jeremy, this is also a good opportunity for perhaps a 3D scan of
Oh, yes, a very good idea.
recipients.
If you scan
Call
the
so
head, yes, you could build it specifically to the shape of her head. That's an excellent idea.
yeah,
Yes.
I think it might sound harder than it is, but with the
No,
3D
yeah,
scan, you can go based on Fusion 360, the way that we used to do that for
that's right. That's right. And
the, the actual Canon one.
there are some excellent tutorials out there showing you how to take a 3D scan and use that to build a mesh around and
Mhm.
actually craft your object according to that shape. This is a really neat project because it's clearly within the realm of assistive technology, but it incorporates 3D printing and 3D scanning and some creative use of materials. This is a really interesting one. I hope to see somebody take the lead on this. It really needs somebody to sort of take lead, and I hope we'll see that. I think we need to let the post go for now and give people time to jump in and get involved. Excellent. Okay, on we go to, this is another one about,
This
I
looks
think
like,
the same thing. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so this is
different.
just more detail. Excellent. Um, Yes. Okay. So I hope I'll just point out again here, and maybe we can share this part of our video in this case that I hope they'll take note of what's in the other thread. I think that idea of exploring VarioShore TPU, and there are other brands too. That one is a color fab material. There are other materials like, for example, Bamboo Lab has a PLA Aero material that's very similar, although I don't know that that would hold up as well as the TPU. But the point is those foaming materials, specifically in the TPU range, I think are well worth exploring here. So let's see what's next here. Jeffrey, confusing fundraising plea. Okay, reaching out and okay, must raise. Okay, so he needs to raise money. Okay, so this, I mean, this looks to me like I'm trying to see what this is for. Most vulnerable, serve the most vulnerable, transport challenges. Austria, purchase a land cruisers for. Okay, so it sounds like they're involved in transportation. I'm not sure if that's really in our wheelhouse or not. I mean, I don't want to say no. This doesn't really seem like it's tied in with assistive devices, but maybe I'm missing something. In any case, I mean, the only thought I have would be, this would be for our Lumio funding platform. If they did want to try pursuing this, it would be a matter of writing up a proposal on our Lumio platform and letting the community vote. But
Yeah, it just wasn't clear to me that it had anything to do with Enable.
I'm getting the same impression. So, I mean, anyone's welcome to write something up on Lumio and propose it, but I suspect that those are the comments that would come back is, hey, this doesn't really seem to be a fit for e-NABLE, and maybe you should try a GoFundMe or something like that. So they're welcome to explore that, but I tend to agree, Sarah. I don't think this is really within our area of focus. Okay, so next up we have looks like a response to Jeffrey from Migda. Thanks for responding. Oh wait, this is different. Okay, so um, Migda, fairly new to the community, taking an engineering course where they have a project of making prosthetic hand, and they're looking for a recipient.
And then he responded asking for a donation. So,
Oh, yeah, okay. That we need to be careful about. I
yeah,
really I don't want people sort of soliciting donations, certainly on unrelated posts here. So we gotta
right.
We got to really sort of discourage that politely. Yeah, and he's posting again here. So we're going to need to send a message to them. I certainly wish them the best in their work, but we don't really want these sort of fundraising requests spamming. One post is okay separately, but we don't need to be replying in multiple places and all that. Okay. Jeremy, what did I post? Oh yeah, just a story that I shared, that there are, and we saw this with the helmet idea, that we don't need to limit ourselves to prosthetics or even the standard assistive tools we design. My brother has been involved in a very cool project, which I think I showed before, but I'll just show it again real quick. My brother is a blacksmith, volunteer on the side of his day job, works in an old-fashioned blacksmith shop in Galena, Illinois, and he was approached by a teacher, a woman teacher who's missing most of her left hand and is left-handed and wants to explore blacksmithing. And so they worked together with some folks at the Illinois Assistive Technology Program. We're on their site here. And you're seeing here a wonderful write-up of their project and the prototyping they went through and the beautiful design they came up with looks like carbon fiber components and a hammerhead that can be rotated around so that it has two different ends for different purposes. And this is my brother Dan here in the old-fashioned blacksmith. You can see him testing the device, and look at that force he's using. I mean, that really looks like it held up in a way that I don't think a 3D printed version of this would have. So they were very smart, I think, in how they did this. And here is the actual, I believe this is the actual end user testing it. I could be wrong on that. I can't tell from this video, but
Very clever. It seems like they put a dampening system in it.
well, that was, I think, my brother. I think that actually might be my brother there. He was working on an addition because I'm looking at the arm here there.
Right.
He
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about a brace to kind of, because originally it didn't have that, and it was when she was using it, he said it would tend to sort of slip down the arm because of
Right.
the forward momentum, and so he just basically anchored it to the elbow, just to hold it from slipping. And
Nice.
it looks like that's working. I think they're trying to sort of clean up that brace design a little bit, but I want to compliment them not only on the project, but the wonderful write-up that they did here. I was so
Yeah.
impressed with how they did this and the way that they shared everything back to the community. And I just think this was a really wonderful job for a challenging project. And then, of course, they shared their actual work files down here as well. So great job, everyone that was involved in this. Let's see, Bill Education. Just signed up, high school teacher, a couple of classes using 3D printers, hoping to get them involved, helping out. Great. So this is the same as we
Yeah.
had earlier. I would just say let's post the same links to the
Yeah.
educational materials and the placemats. Mention the kits, which are linked from the Phoenix page, and that'll be everything they need to get started really easily, I think. And we're here to help if anything else is needed. Susan? Article on prosthetics and the sense of touch. Oh, very cool. Most advanced artificial touch for brain-controlled bionic hand. I mean, this is clearly a little bit beyond our skill set, but it's really exciting to sort of see how these things are developing, because someday these will be accessible even for folks like us. I think, yeah, I just shouldn't say that. There's probably some people in our group that could manage something like this even today. Certainly not me, but this looks like an interesting article. I'm not seeing anything like a quick video or anything we can look at, so I'll just leave it for others to explore here. But thank you for sharing. It's always cool to see the latest in technology. Okay, so those are the posts that we have here. And I don't really have much else on the agenda for today because like I said, I've been a little bit out of the loop lately, and I kind of rely on John, who isn't here today. So let me take some time to go to the folks that have joined us here, because I don't know everyone that's here. I know Melvin, and I think, Melvin, did you have something that you wanted to talk about or present today? John seemed to suggest that you might.
No, nothing special.
Nothing special?
Just
Okay.
incorporating
So
myself back to a regular basis in this meetings. I think that would help.
awesome.
Great
Great
job.
to have you back with us. And I recognize Yayuan, who is one of our interns from Brandeis University. and they're working on sort of almost like a board level role of evaluating our community and looking at high level issues that they might be able to help with. And specifically, I think they're focusing on the NIH device repository that we are building out and trying to make that more complete and accessible. How's it going, everyone?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, actually I have some updates today, but it's just kind of like a like informational.
Excellent.
Yeah. So last time we talked about the Days Hack, the event that we're going on here at Brandeis. We recruited some students to come up with solutions for the, pinpoints of enable of our organization. And specifically, there's a team they focus on this NIH 3D part. They actually come up with some really nice ideas. And their idea, like it was a hackathon event, and their idea actually won the prize, the best hack prize, which is really uh remarkable. And we plan to set up a meeting with them and to just to gather their idea and apply their thoughts on, try improve this project, like my project on this website redesign and stuff.
Oh, wonderful. Now,
Yeah,
I'm curious, have you gotten connected with any of our contacts at the NIH, and have you been able to talk to them about whether we have an opportunity to customize these filtering mechanisms on the left side?
yeah, that's what Ian is doing. Ian has been trying to reach out to them to set up appointment to get access to their back
Excellent.
background data and stuff. But what we're working on is, even though, like, at the end of the day, if they don't give us that kind of access, but we can still, propose what we want the website to be like. We can
Exactly.
the slides, we can,
That's right.
oh, just draw, or even to show how, like, what it's supposed to be like, and also the ideas.
Very good, very good. It looks like you've done a lot of work, or someone has done a lot of work in expanding the collection. We have got a wonderful growing collection of designs here, and I love how visual it is. One thing I will point out that I don't know if people are aware of, I don't know who's in charge nowadays of actually, adding new designs. I think you're more focused on customizing the filtering and all that. But I will point out this one here is the kinetic hand. They have launched a new one, the kinetic arm, which looks fantastic, and we definitely want to get that one added in when
Okay.
time permits.
Yeah, and I mean the website. So, like, when users actually go into these models and stuff, there are, like, small problems popping up. Like, for example, the kinetic hand. I think if you are not an administrator, if you just click in it, is there are some bugs.
Okay.
Yeah, like this, you don't see the picture, and if you
Yeah.
download it, I don't think you can download the 3D print codes. So yeah, it's like this.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so this kind
Interesting.
of problem are what we're gonna solve,
Okay.
or at least we're
Excellent.
gonna say that these are their, like, problems, and someone needs
Okay.
to get on it.
Well, at least they have a link here to the Thingiverse so people can get it from there. But yeah, that would be good to get those.
Yeah, it's not like
those-
straightforward, and I
Exactly.
mean, if a new user doesn't know, are not familiar with all these models and stuff, like, if they want to find someone, it will be hard for them. So
Agreed.
yeah,
Okay, good.
and I just post this link here is the Brand States Hack, like, all the nonprofit organizations in this project, and the first three winners, you can say one of them are e-NABLE, and they had their YouTube video uh talking about their proposal, and just feel free to check it out. It's pretty amazing. And yeah,
Whoops, I didn't mean to switch pages there. Let me go back to this. Okay.
the second one, e-NABLE this hack. It's like
Uh,
a 3 minute video.
oh, okay. Here we go. I see. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, tell me again what, oh, this is the sort of the results of your hackathon. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So the way they decide a winner is to, like, all these teams need to upload a 3 minute video for the judges to decide.
I look
And this is a
uh,
video this is the outcome they uploaded.
I look forward to hearing more about your approach for web scraping. That could be very powerful if we
Yeah.
can.
Well, their idea are, like, some of them they were thinking to generate an AI in a website. It's like ChatGPT, on the website. Just ideally, you tell them, well, I had these limb differences. I want like, what color of the prosthetics, what size, what function,
Yeah.
and then the AI will generate a comprehensive model, or at least like which developer is professional at this point,
Sure.
and you can just go to them, something like that. But I'm not sure we can reach to that point by
Yeah,
May.
that's ambitious,
Yeah.
but I will say I think there are definitely opportunities now. We had done some stuff with an AI assisted, chatbot in the past. It just wasn't nearly as advanced as it is now. With where AI has gotten to now and the tools that are available, I think what would be very interesting is looking to build an AI sort of an agent integrated into the hub that uses all of the posts in the hub as its knowledge base for training and could answer questions for people in the hub. Hey, how can I do this? Where can I go to find this? Has anyone tried such and such? And this AI could answer a lot of common questions. I think that could be very useful if we got it right.
Yeah, it just sounds like really developed.
Yeah.
And just one last thing about this. So I think John told in that it's better for us to have a report, like just kind of like a report of what's updated of what we've been doing and what we've achieved and what's next and stuff.
Yeah.
So also because of this hack program, this project, we will need to reach out to the team that create this, and also combined with what we've been doing, I think we'll probably get a report, like a few slides or something, and we expect to present it to maybe in the town hall, present to John or you or like other
Yeah.
participants by
Just
the end of this month or like early March,
okay.
something.
Just yeah, anytime you want to do that is fine. Just let us know and we'll plan to have you present that. You can just have the we'll go through our hub posts in the beginning and then the rest of the session can be for you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I saw a message come in through chat from Rishab, who's based in Pleasanton, California, wants to design a device that would use a simple circuit but could help blind people with safety while walking. It was very interesting to see my brother's creation. I also wanted to look at other projects that people are doing and to get ideas on how the club reaches out to people. Are you able to speak, Rishab, or are you sort of text only today? He might not be in an area where he can talk. In any case, it sounds like a fascinating project, text only, no problem. That really sounds exciting. I would, if you haven't already done so, I would definitely encourage you to write something up in the hub, post, a description of what you're looking to do. I suspect you will find some other people interested. We have a bionics working group. It's not quite the same, but those are the people that I think might be interested in working with, integrating circuits and things of that nature. I don't know that we have another one on the schedule right now. Do you know, Sarah, if I see one next month, is that the next one?
Um, no, and we've talked about this before, but um the like future months are not reliable. They're just automated, and it would
It's
be so
okay.
much more
Are
work
we,
for me to just delete
that's
everything and
okay.
then
Are we still,
repopulate it.
are we still doing
Um,
bionics meetings?
we haven't had a bionics meeting in many, many months.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that so I have asked Vivek if this is still something that he wants to host regularly, but I think next month we're gonna have a combined education and bionics meeting where um one of Ian's students is gonna present
Okay.
on a new design.
Well,
So
Rishab says he has to run for now. It was good to have you with us. Please do post something in the hub, and I think you'll get other volunteers expressing some interest and maybe wanting to collaborate on that. And let us know if we can help support you. It sounds exciting.
Hey, Jeremy.
Jonathan, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too. I believe Vivek was going to be out of the country for a month or something like that, if I
Okay.
remember a prior conversation.
No, thank you for the update. I know there's a lot of people
yeah,
here in the hub though that might be interested in the idea, so it's still worth
we
just posting something in the forum.
yeah, we haven't, I mean, we haven't had a bionics meeting since I think the summer, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
And let's see. Casimir, are you able to talk or are you also on text only today? Okay, I don't know that. Oh, yeah, he says He's having issues. Oh, that's right. He said earlier he's having issues with mic and camera. Um, yeah, hopefully you can join the new members meetup, and you'll find that posted in the hub as we have one coming up. It'll show up in the upcoming events when we get closer, and I do suggest that you jump in on that. But meanwhile, anyone here who hasn't already done so, definitely introduce yourself in the hub and share sort of what you're interested in or what you're looking to do or get involved with. That's always the first step, and that's our forum. That's our community sort of gathering place, and other volunteers can then respond and connect you to different resources or people, and that's a great way to get started. So definitely post something if you haven't. Anyone that we haven't heard from? I think we've gotten everyone. Does anybody else here then? I was just explaining before you came in, Jonathan, that I don't, we kind of, we went through all of our hub posts and talked about some other things. I don't have much else on the agenda. I've been a little bit out of the loop. Do you have any updates on the work you've been doing or anything you'd like to discuss today?
I don't really have a whole ton. Just keeping up with the posts and keeping everything moving.
Awesome. Yeah, Jonathan has been handling all of our badge approvals and chapter startups, and I can't tell you how helpful that is, Jonathan, that you're doing that. It's a really critical role for us and one that
Yeah,
requires time week after week. I know you spend a fair amount of time doing that, so thank you so much.
yeah, that is really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
Um,
guys.
I'm seeing the meetings right in front of me, the healthcare meetings. For a while, that has only been once a month, and it's here listed as twice a month. Wait, something just got deleted. I don't know.
Yeah, I removed the bionic.
Oh, I wouldn't remove that. I don't know if I mean it hasn't been regular since the summer, but Vivek hasn't yet said that he no longer wants to do that.
I'll just say currently on hold. So
Yeah,
is there a regular schedule for the healthcare meetings?
it's now gonna be on Fridays, one Friday a month.
Is it a set Friday, like the first or second, or does it vary?
No, I
Okay.
think it's gonna vary at 12 p.m. Um, and the education, I think
Okay.
like that is varying
And
now too. It's on a
is the
Wednesday this
education
month.
and new member meetup generally still third Friday, or does that also vary?
It's on a Wednesday this month, so I would say it varies.
Whoops.
And it's at 2 p.m., so I would say the time and the day are
Hold on. I'm
gonna
sorry.
vary.
I hit my mute button accidentally. Can you say that again?
Um, I would no, it's no longer reliably on a third Friday at 1 p.m. It's this month, it's on a Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Okay, so I'll just say
Um,
monthly.
and chapter leaders and time also not 1 p.m.
Okay.
Um, uh,
It-
and chapter
What?
leaders still Mondays at 12 p.m. but varies, not
Okay.
second Monday.
So,
Um,
how do I say this? Uh, on a Monday, monthly, specific, let's say, specific,
yeah,
week varies.
yeah,
Yeah,
and education is different time.
different,
So
yeah, time
yeah,
varies.
yeah,
Okay. Monthly, specific day, time.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And then I've had a Lumio proposal up for a while. I don't know if maybe it's ready to open up to voting or
Let's take a look.
um
So is that the Enable Press Kit?
yeah,
And this was created when? January 3rd? Yeah, it has
yeah.
definitely run long enough as far as discussion is concerned. Let's see. Are there, oh, here we go. Love to have your input and approval. I'll share a draft with the community. Um, what was that about? A draft of what? Oh, that was like
Um
when the project starts, you mean?
her question is right there.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going to approve? Got it. Okay. Yep. Um, I'm not seeing other comments, which is disappointing, but I do see some thumbs up, and certainly don't see any objections. So yes, this is ready to go to a vote, and I would definitely encourage that we promote this then. Let me see if I can, don't remember if I can do this right here. Edit, no, that's not what I want. Don't actually remember. Oh, decision. Here we go. Okay. Proposal. We're looking for it. They keep changing these. Is it consensus or consent that we use? I think it's consensus. Let's see.
Is everyone in the town hall right now registered to be able to vote on Lumia?
If you're not, please do. Just head over to lumio.com is it /e-NABLE? Let me go out and double check. /e-NABLEO. Okay, that's a little harder to remember. Let me just put it in chat here for the folks that are in the meeting. I know we already have this posted in the hub, but yeah, there's the link. If you go there, and basically what you do is scroll way down past all these instructions, and you'll find a button right in here that says join group, a big blue button. Just click on that and it'll walk you through signing in, and we'll approve you, and then you can vote on any funding proposals. But yeah, for this one, let's see. I switched windows now. Where did I put the one I was doing? Okay. Here we go. Okay, enable press kit, close project. I think this is it. So we're going to let it go for, remind me, is it 10 days or 7 days? I
I
think
think
it's
it's
10.
10.
Yeah, I think it is. Let me go back to our instructions here just to verify. Voting 10 days. Yes. Okay. So let's set this out. 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll close on Monday, the 17th. And we'll notify everyone in the group. Look good, Sarah?
Looks good to me.
Okay, start proposal. And all right, proposal started, and everyone is being notified right now. So they should receive emails, and definitely recommend posting something in the hub, Sarah, encouraging people to come and vote, maybe on social media too. And I'm sure this will get passed. It's just a matter of getting enough eyes on it. Okay. Anyone else have anything that you'd like to talk about today? Otherwise, we can certainly wrap a little early. Okay. Well, I will see you again soon. We'll be back in a couple of weeks for another town hall. And meanwhile, the hub is the place to be. Feel free to post any questions. We'll do our best to respond. And hope everyone is well until then. Bye, everyone.